Hello, author Steve with Viva Purpose and Author Assistance, and I'm back with another tip for you today. Today we're going to talk again about Facebook groups and social media. And so we've talked before about how getting in groups is a way to kind of grow an audience, develop yourself as an expert, things along those lines, and to gather readers, okay? So what I've noticed though is some of our authors and some of the people that we've worked with have joined a bunch of other author groups. And while that is great, and some of these author groups actually allow you to promote your book within that group, that is a great thing and you may get some sales from that. But this should not be where your focus is, okay? Authors are readers and they do buy books, but they're going to buy books that they're interested in, that align with their interests and topics that they relate to, right? So if your book happens to be one that they relate to and that they're into, great, they may buy your book. But if not, you're probably not going to sell many books to other authors, okay? So don't focus on those groups. They're great to get in, learn tips and tricks, and associate with, and have develop relationships with other authors to learn from, and to share the experiences with. But this isn't where you should be working on for your marketing efforts, for trying to sell and promote your book, okay? To develop fans, that's not where you want to go. So what you want to do is find ones that more align with your interests of your book and what's going to tie that in. For example, if you wrote a fantasy novel, something that's similar to, say, Lord of the Rings, right? With elves and trolls and wizards and witches and things. If you're in that type of a realm, get in those types of groups, right? And then start engaging and becoming part of the culture there, and let people know that that's what you're into, that's what you know about, and eventually you'll be able to speak about how, yeah, I'm an author and I've written my own fantasy book, and hopefully segue into getting fans that way. So that is where you go into those type of environments and you develop yourself as an expert or as just a fan of that type of material. And then you get other people to, like-minded people, to join with you and hopefully follow you and grab your book. Same thing with if you wrote a how-to travel book on how to go to the best destinations in the world. You want to go into those types of groups with travelers, backpackers, things along those lines, and start engaging in those and offering tips and advice and just interacting with those people. If you wrote an autobiography, maybe you go into groups with histories, not an autobiography, sorry, a biography about a famous person. Maybe you go into history groups and you start trying to attract those types of people. Now obviously it's an autobiography, then you can, probably your own Facebook profile is your best bet. But whatever type of book it is, it doesn't matter what genre, make sure you get into that type of topics of groups, all right? And that's where you need to associate and spend your time trying to develop those relationships, develop yourself in those relationships, in those environments, in those groups, and use that to then gain fans, gain followers, send them to your book, invite them to purchase it, things along those lines. So, bottom line, although author groups may give you an opportunity to drop your book link, and most authors are readers as well, it's probably not where you should be focusing your time and efforts as far as for marketing and getting readers for your book. You need to go back to the more topic-specific groups and engage in those. So that's the tip for today. I hope it helped. Make sure you give us a comment down below. What groups are you in? How's that working out for you? Have you been able to make the conversion from just interacting in the group and getting people to follow your page, your group, and potentially purchase your book? So how's that working out? Are you having success with that? Are you struggling with that? Are you having a hard time getting in and associating in these groups? Where are you at? We want to help you out, so let us know. Give us some feedback. Make sure you give us a like, follow, and share with someone who could use the information. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Hope it helped.